Halo Combat Evolved. Now this is one of the most highly appraised and talked about video games of all time. This is the game that launched Xbox into the mainstream, and since Halo stagnated, the Xbox kind of got fucked too. It's beautiful. And whenever people really talk about this game, they always bring up how innovative it was and how it helped shape and pave the way for most every shooter that came after. For example, it was the first shooter ever to have aim assist for controller. That's about it though. I don't know why so many people will try and insist on finding special and unique things about something to justify their love for it, when really Halo is just cool and fun. You start on this big ship that's getting ambushed by an alien fleet in outer space. You're armed with nothing, and the guy you're running with gets blown up within like 2 seconds. So you start ducking between little shootouts with bullets and lasers flying past you. You get to the cockpit and the guy says,
Don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
"Keep what loaded?" Oh shit.
We'll be fine.
Halo starts off grand and constant, these first few missions have practically no downtime or wasted space between them or within them. You go from the ship to shooting through the mountains on this ring planet, then you're sneaking into this little camp in the desert to rescue Captain Keyes from the Covenant, and he starts talking about how the ring planet you're on is actually a secret weapon the Covenant are trying to find the map to in order to take control of it. So now you're in a race with them to find that map before they do. Really, it's just ripping off of Star Wars, but it's whatever. And everything in this game just feels so weighty and powerful. When you shoot the assault rifle and it makes a heavy machine gun sound, I like that. You throw a grenade into a crowd of Covenant and they all come flying out from the explosion. You blast a few shots of a Magnum into an elite's head and he topples to the floor. Grenades on the ground will blow up from surrounding explosions. Covenant will sometimes kamikaze themselves towards you if you stick them with a plasma bomb. Marines comment on you, injuring other Marines, and will say things when they kill Covenant, sometimes shooting their bodies. Glass shatters if you shoot it, enemies will dive away from grenades and sometimes laugh when they kill you. But if you take cover behind a tree, you just get fucking shot. And don't you ever think about getting into a warthog in this game. I don't know what the fuck is up with these things, if they sanded the wheels to glass or something beforehand, but these drift and slide all over the place like they're on ice, with a huge fucking weight sitting in the back when you're driving. And if you have a gunner on the back, good fucking luck, because he's not gonna hit shit. Again, the game really shines in those first 4 missions, but everything starts to take a serious nosedive in quality by the 5th. Everything devolves into moving through endless and repeating identical rooms and areas, where you're gunning down huge swarms of enemies with no real incentive other than they're in your way, and if you run, you just get fucking blasted. This 6th mission with the Flood picks it back up again, even if it is kind of ripping off a Half-Life, but then transitions into one of the worst fucking missions or levels of any game I've ever played ever in my entire life. All regard for the player is thrown completely out the window and straight into the garbage, and they just say fuck you. You're hit with a seemingly endless barrage of enemies who just charge at you and absorb your bullets, whilst also gunning you down or blowing themselves up into tinier and faster versions of themselves. The missions do get a little better after that, but the constant onslaught of obscene amounts of enemies and avalanches of bullets that they don't really equip you for persist. It's only in the very last stretch of the game where the original fun and glory is finally restored. It may be a complete piece of shit at times that really fucks you straight up the arse until you bleed, but in the end, Halo Combat Evolved is still one of the most monumental and landmark video games of all time. And often conquering those completely bullshit parts is extremely cathartic and gratifying, even when you encounter another one like 5 minutes later. I love Halo Combat Evolved.
Halo, it's finished.
No, I think we're just getting started.